doing?
I'm trying to get warm actually.
You were joking, it's about the 8th of August.
I know.
What's that all about?
It's a bit chilly in the old breeze, without the breeze.
It's about 20 odd knots of wind. We left our little marina in Mandalia, Kizikli. I don't know, about 12 o'clock-ish, something like that. Can't quite remember now.
Yeah, something like that.
Where are we going? What are we doing?
We're heading for, well, I don't know really. Well, maybe Alikivac. We don't really know, just go where the wind takes us. We're going to get hit by some wind in a minute.
Okay. 6 knots of blimmin' wind and we're making most of it. The wind's just died. So we're doing really well. We did about an hour and 45 minutes of sailing and the wind's just died.
We finally got some decent wind. It's more or less on a beam at the minute, isn't it?
60 degrees.
We've got about 18 knots of wind. We've got 3/4 of the main out and probably about 70% of the Genoa, and we're doing about what, 6 knots?
5.5, yeah.
5.5, 6 knots. We're in Palamutbuku and we've come ashore. It's full of restaurants, really nice place. I've had a look around the harbour. I don't know how much it is yet, and I have to say, it's a nice little harbour, plenty of spaces, maybe about 30 spaces. It's pretty busy in there though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, really nice, I like it.
Yeah, so we might stay the day, we're not sure. It's a bit sweary. Kestrel's out there, rolling around quite nicely. But it's really nice, I like it a lot. We'll catch up with you later.
You can dance if you want. Dance.
Very hot today.
Very hot, very still,
Yeah.
no breeze.
So we've been told in the harbour it's 80 lira for our size of boat, which is 10.68 metres, and that includes electricity and water. So we might stop in here on the way back actually, because it's really nice. We like the town. It's just unfortunately the bay's a bit rolly, but we'll probably stay here tonight now and just see what we can do. But yeah, very nice little town. Quite small, not many supermarkets or anything, but there's laundry facilities, loads of restaurants, plenty of little market stalls for bread and stuff. So on the whole, yeah, very nice. Get in. So how cold is it?
It's refreshing.
You mean it's blimmin' freezing? You wouldn't think, it's the 10th of August, and you wouldn't think you'd be that cold.
So is it a bit chilly down there?
It's absolutely freezing.
Right.
It is really cold, but it's lovely, it's refreshing. So you keep telling me.
So what happens to get in?
Yeah.
Oh, another yacht coming in.
Right, I'm getting out now.
Well, we've got a bit of a dilemma, have we not?
Nah.
Nah. We did an engine check just before we left. Where were we? Palamutbuku. And we've got a small split in the belt that pumps the seawater around. So it's a seawater pump. And we didn't want to use the engine if we possibly could. We wanted to sail all the way to Datca.
It's only 13 nautical miles.
Yeah, it's not far.
We've got 2.7 knots of wind.
So we've got 2.7 knots. It is extremely calm. We've got no engine on. We had to put the genoa away because it was just flapping everywhere. So we're just gonna float around for a bit and see if we pick up any wind, and if not, we'll put the engine on because I'm sure it'll be fine until we get there. But see how we go.
So why aren't you changing the belt now?
Because I get seasick and I don't want to go down there and get seasick while changing the belt.
What's this place then? What's this place then?
I don't know, it's a bit like a lake. Just run off the mountains in a stream into the lake.
Does it run straight into the sea down there?
And straight into the sea behind us, yeah. Very nice.
So where are we?
Benjit Koya, we're just going down into the inlet, as we stayed on the outside before.
Yeah, it's quite a narrow inlet, so we just thought we'd come up and have a look. We've been up here before, quite a few years ago. We can't quite remember what we saw, but we know it's narrow.
Here goes. We set off from Demaris Bay, 3 Horse Bay, and we've struggled and struggled and struggled with virtually no wind, but we've kept on sailing, virtually at 1.2 knots or whatever, and we've hit 17 knots of wind. So we think we might go around to Bozburun now. If this keeps up, we'll be there in about an hour.
Lovely though, lovely to sail. There are loads of boats out today, some with sails, some without. And it's quite sad to see the yachts that are out there with no sails up, but hey, we like to work at it, we like to put in a bit of effort, don't we?
We do.
So we're in Bozburun, and we've dropped anchor in the little bay next to Bozburun, and we thought we'd come for a walk, so we brought the dinghy to shore and we're just going to walk into town. So it's a bit of a strange track. We thought it was a proper road as we've seen cars come up, but as you can see, it's not a proper road by any stretch. Plenty of shade from them, I suppose. Might even be some water. So what's there?
lavender. Obviously drying it and bagging it. Strong.
Yeah, I can smell it from here. We woke up this morning thinking there wasn't going to be any wind. We just put along to Datca on the motor, and yeah, we've got 14-15 knots of wind. It's really consistent. The sea's in a good state, and we're nearly there. We've got an hour to go. Brilliant. Really happy with that.
Quite heeling over quite a lot.
Yeah, I know. Doing 5.6 knots. How's it going?
Very good. Excellent sail. Excellent sail. Best sail we've had, I think, this journey, to be honest. We've had a constant 14 to 16 knots of wind. We've had full sails out. We've just reefed the main. Other than that, it's been brilliant.
Good, isn't it?
It is.
Is it worth getting in the dinghy?
No. Can't do anything. It's drifted halfway down the bay.
No, well, there is a rib coming out as well.
He's pushing it with a rib, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Don't keep it off the rocks. A bow fender. Pull up their chain as well. Okay. Where are you going?
All over the place at the moment. Not used to that.
No, I know. We thought we'd do a bit of exercise. We haven't had any for days. We're in Nidos, and we're going to just go for a walk, fresh air, take the rubbish over. Not a lot else really. Looking good. So we've come into Nidos ruins. We actually come in the back way, and nobody's asked us for a ticket, which is a bit bizarre. They've made it look amazing because it was all quite flat when we last came, and they had done no reconstruction. But now that you can actually see things, it's quite amazing. And the view, of course, is pretty spectacular. That's the old harbour where the boats used to come in, past the lighthouse.
What was
We've
it?
been to Nidos.
Well, we've been to the ruins. We're in Nidos.
To the ruins.
Too hot.
It is too hot.
Spent about an hour there. It's too hot, so we went back to the boat now.
Well, the fact that we hadn't expected to actually wander around ruins, and we didn't bring a drink or anything else.
And now we're going around in circles.
I'm getting my bearings. I've got no director. So our first night sail this year.
That's the first night sailing in a long time.
Why?
Well, there's never any wind at night here, so we're fortunate that tonight it's forecast up to 20 knots of wind overnight. But looking at this, the moon's out.
Yeah, it's quite a big moon, isn't it?
It is a big moon. It should be good for a night sail though.
Sky looks nice over there.
So we're actually not going in the right direction at the moment, so we're going to have to jibe a little bit. Oh shit. So how are we doing anyway?
We've been doing okay. Started off really well. We were doing about 5.5 knots.
We actually go up to about 6.5 knots at one point.
We did, yeah, but we're doing about 4 knots on the whole. Yeah.
It's about 11 o'clock,
Yeah, so we've been going for
11
a while.
p.m.
Got a long way to go, but it's nice. It's a comfortable sail, apart from the roll wind that we're getting at the moment. That
Phew.
should settle in a minute.
It's nap time, is it?
Hello. Yeah, hot noodle time. It's about midnight, I think. I'm not entirely sure. We've done 5 knots an hour according to that. You're supposed to be up there keeping an eye out.
Launch out there at the moment.